Hey everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Motorsport Manager, the Underdog Challenge. Today we will be running the Tondola GP, which is the fourth race of the season. And last episode we actually got 4 points, as you can see, with Tulipano. That puts us now in 7th in the Constructors' Championship. Not really where you want to be, of course, but definitely for us in this case, it's a very nice step up from the episode before that. We were at 0 points out of 3 races. So yeah, getting that 4 points was really important for us. We got a little bit lucky with the qualifying, where we were able to time the weather conditions very well. And we managed to get, pole position and second. We locked out the front row. In the end, Vovsky just dropped off like a brick, but Tulipano managed to hold on with his improved engine. So that was very nice. And let's see if we can continue that trend and keep scoring some points. Obviously, I'm not really looking to win or anything. We're not looking for top 3 or 4 even in this case. I think basically Ferrari, Mercedes, Red Bull, and I think this is supposed to be sort of McLaren or something. They've got it locked down. But yeah, the higher we go, the better also for the prize fund. Of course, there's 500 million up for grabs, which is double the Asia Pacific Cup and 4 times the European Racing Series. So I think it depends a bit, because I think there is high merit payments. Yeah, there is. So the top teams are going to get more than us, a lot more. But, well, I think we earned something like 25 million on average in the Asia Pacific. Probably here it'll be 40 million or so, 45. Depends a bit on how much the high merit will go for, and of course where we finish in the standings. But yeah, our main goal is just not to drop down and make sure we have a great car for next season. And on that topic, I think we have a engine that is ready. Indeed, it's almost completely ready for use except for its reliability. We made sure that it's just a quick win, let's say. I think we're going to improve the reliability, but first, what do we do about future parts? If we look at Tondola, acceleration will actually be crucial, so we could try and go for a quick gearbox. Don't really like these parts. I guess we could just do this one for a quick win. Not going to be very useful immediately, but it would have some reliability and a quick plus 10. Alternatively, we could just pick this, get the immediate plus 25. Means we could use it quicker. You have a good illegal part already. That's very nice. But we also have some good, like this one is very good too. So we can make some legal parts for a while. We can go all the way up to epic, which means we can also get our random legendary component thanks to Jenny Whitehouse's perk. I'm wondering a bit, when would this be done? 7 days before the race? That means we could probably use it. And with acceleration being so crucial, I am leaning towards that. I think the alternative, if we were to make another engine, let's just pick 4 components at random. It would cost us 27 days. So that is 9 days after the race we would be done. We are picking this one, which costs us 3 extra days. This one plus 2. So we could do something like this. I think this is the best one, so we would pick this. Yeah, I think for immediate results, we probably just want to actually build a gearbox for a bit. I know engines are the most important part, but, well, you can't only have top speed. You also need some acceleration and whatever else, of course. On the other hand, if we bite the bullet now and we don't build a gearbox yet, we could have a really good engine really soon, because we built this one 25 days, then we built one more and we get this perk, which is great. And we also, probably the last engine, honestly, we're going to just make it illegal. Because what we'd be doing is probably just do this and then pick this one on top of it. And then we would have a engine that goes up to like 1600 points maximum, which is really good. But I don't think we'll be using it. So the engine that we build now will be the one that we actually use legally as the best engine, which is not bad. It's going to go up to like 1500. We'll probably make it like this then. So yeah, that's just over 1500 max speed. The reason I'm not picking the random legendary component is just because we already have a pretty good epic component, and with how long these engines take to build, we can't gamble on this. Yes, we could have a great legendary component like this one, which gives you 100 points, or even this one is pretty good. But you can see even this one already is worse than the epic part that we picked. And this one would be infinitely worse. Yes, we get the +100 during the race, but this 100 doesn't carry over at all into the stats that we want to take with us next season. So this random legendary component is really good as a perk, but really only for the parts that you don't have the legendary bit unlocked for. So when we do this for the suspension, really good. Gearbox, really good. For the engine, since we can already pick a legendary part anyway, and we have some great epic parts available, I don't see it working. I'm just wondering, do we first build another engine, or do we... Let's see, we pick that one and this one. Yeah, we can build this engine, which we'll use till the end of the season, or do we first go for a gearbox that we can immediately use in the Tondola GP? Doubting a little bit, but I think maybe we just go for the engine. And then that very last illegal engine that we'll make with this illegal part and this top speed, I think that will leave for later. This will be 25 days, so 7 days after the race. It will be done before the next episode's race, which is nice. I guess we just do that. I would like a better gearbox, honestly, but not at the cost of our engine. Engines are just so good. Yeah, I guess we just do engine. Engines are so important, and this is still our legal engine, let's say. If it was an illegal one, we would just postpone it, of course. But for now, let's do this. All right. Car condition update, doesn't matter. Questions about the brakes, you need to button it, Boris. Yeah, cost him a little bit of morale. That's perfectly fine. He shouldn't complain about our car in the middle of a season. We had one pit mistake, that's okay. I think that was on Vohovsky, which was good, because if it wasn't Tulipano, that would have cost us some more points. But I'm happy it wasn't. Lots of sponsors, let's see. And car repair finished, so let's start working then on that new engine that we got. And we're just going to put all our stuff on it, of course. Oh, let's get rid of all this. And yeah, we just work on the engine. 9 days before the race, it will already be completed. Perfectly fine. Let's do some more performance work with Aaron over there. I think the suspension will be a while till we're actually going to upgrade that. So let's just try and improve these slightly. That's fine. And we'll also work still on this engine that we're using a little bit. Actually, let's actually just work on this engine, since we are going to use it for a little while still. And he doesn't get any staff that is intended. All right, sponsors then. We have 3 open slots. Viking here is pretty good. That's 2 million up front. Very nice. I'm not even looking, by the way, at the bonus pool. This is for first place. We're obviously not getting first place this season, unless we get very lucky, so that's fine. Here also with third, sort of same story. We're really not competing for those spots, so it's all about the upfront payment, which in this case is really good for El Banco. 3 million upfront. That is our engine completely paid off already. We're already profiting this episode. Then in slot 6, these are bad, really bad. Okay, let's wait what the third offer is. But yeah, that doesn't bode well. Media training. You want AVO to present himself better and go to a class of how to talk right. Media training. I think we've already had him take this class. Yep. Here he is, media trained already. So yeah, he's 100% marketable already. I'm pretty sure you also can't duplicate the trait. So PR is overrated. We're not paying $1 million to have him go to a training he already went to. That seems like overkill. Potential Vancouver GP being added to the calendar. This questions, they never matter. About adding a track or whatever else. You can say whatever you want. I'm pretty sure no one cares. We'll say we don't know yet if we want to add it or not, and we may just abstain, which is the truth. Why lie, right? And we actually get our final sponsor offer, which is Hypertac. 500k, sorry, 5k a race plus 500 upfront. That's also really not good. It's better than Old George at least, but not by a lot. Balmina is also really bad. Yeah, we're just gonna leave this open. I'm hoping to get like Xylon or something, which gives you 1.2 million per race. We're not strapped for cash. We have 33 million. We're profiting pretty much every race. So I don't see the added value of locking ourselves down for 14 races just for 500,000 extra. I would much rather wait 2 races and see what we get. And even then we can wait more. Yeah, if you're strapped for cash, obviously don't wait, just take the money. But in our case, we're fine. We purposefully... Oh, that's already the reliability work complete. That is very quick, actually. It's already at 100%. Very nice. Let's start working on some other parts then. Anything that isn't above 80%, I would love to work on. This engine is still getting worked on as well, of course. Alright, that's a very good engine. Let's fit it and see where we end up actually on the grid. We are now 7th without having fit that new engine, so let's give it to probably Avio. Why are you upset that you get a better engine? And now you're happy. Why would you be angry at that? Now you're angry again. Like, stop being angry. Okay, fine. Then this is the way it's gonna be. Then you get a worse engine because you're being pissy. Enjoy. Alright, this is fine like this. So yeah, we're gonna give Vovsky the better engine apparently because Tulipano just can't make up his mind about it. And it did put us above Van Dort Racing, which is nice. I think that takes us out of the bottom bracket. We are now solid mid-tier. So that's good, at least. Obviously, we want to be much higher still, and I'm hoping with these last few engines that will happen very quickly. Hopefully, we could breach the top bracket. I'm not sure, but yeah, I would love to, honestly. But let's see where we get. 16 days for the next engine, and then we'll know more. There's also still some engine work then to be done, of course, in the performance. But we'll see. New vote started. Edition of the Vancouver GP. Lots of people are undecided, apparently. Apparently, also, this would perform well for us at Vancouver. We are one of the teams that would benefit. If I didn't need our vote so much, I might have actually voted for. Just because we are profiting off of every race, right now, at least. We don't have expensive contracts or whatever else, so that means actually that... Yeah, well, an additional race is another opportunity for us to earn 1.5 million or so. But yeah, like I said, we need the votes. We have, I think, 2 rules that we want to get through that are going to be proposed. Okay, so it's rejected. Fine, everyone used all their votes pretty much, except these guys. I think looking at this, we're going to abstain from this one as well. Don't particularly care. I would love just the real safety cars, but Virtual is fine as well. This one we're going to vote for sure, spec parting brakes, and we're going to probably vote for weight stripping, which the AI doesn't use so well. Basically, you can give up some reliability on your parts in order to increase their performance, which is really nice, I think. Basically means if you have a part that's at 100%, you can very safely take it down to about 80, especially if the race isn't that long. And then we can just have a lot more performance even while not maybe having built the parts for it, which is very nice. But we're also going to need to still get our own vote through, which will probably spec parting front or rear wing. Still haven't made up my mind. But it will be one of those for sure. So we're going to need all those votes that we've been saving up. We have 11 now. We're going to have 12 next. Yeah, but we're going to abstain. So then we'll have actually 13 by the time spec breaks rolls around. Or we probably actually get to choose our own vote before that. I imagine. Alright, Tondola then. Upcoming race, 10% chance of rain, so we should be on the lookout, but it's not likely. Pretty long laps with 1.5 minute. 32 lap race, so that's pretty average. And we are going for softs and mediums. Alright, good. It's not going to really be our track in terms of car. We are the best in top speed, but that's only useful. Acceleration and low speed corners, I think we are really bad in right now. Yeah, 9th and 10th. So yeah, that's not our forte at the moment. Could we make a few improvements to the top speed of the car? Well, yeah, we're working on that, AVO. Come on, man. Don't crap on all the hardworking people in the factory. Look at them all working over there. Look at all their cars parked overnight. And you're just crapping on our top speed. We've only been here for 4 races. Have some patience. Alright. Looks like the other 2 leagues have been busy. And that is our final performance work done, apparently. I guess let's just work on the suspension then, since we won't have that done for a while. These parts are looking pretty good. Let's pick another few that aren't so great yet. Maybe this one. That. Yeah, that's pretty good. Alright. Nice. Actually, we have pretty much everything sorted out to be above 80%. That should make us feel pretty safe. And we get a lot. Yeah, remember, I put a lot of scouting up in the scouting HQ. Means we're constantly getting these messages. I'm just not clicking on any of them just because there's going to be so many. When the time comes to find a new driver, then we'll look at them. We're not going to go through them every single time. Alright, as always, I have made sure the pit crew is fine. Yep, or 0% on everyone. Since we're not going to be fixing, I kind of put our weakest links on the fixing, actually. Which is funny, but we should probably get rid of these 2 guys, to be honest. They're just not that useful. But I haven't really seen some nice new candidates to swap them for. Alright, let's pick 7th, as always. Easiest to achieve, but that doesn't mean it's easy. We'll take probably just a bunch of softs with us. 32 lap race. Maybe theoretically we could do a 1-stop if we go for mediums, but as always, I just feel like with our car's performance, we really need the we just need the extra performance from the softs. I think every part is fine the way we've set it up. Yeah, that looks fine. Obviously, we don't get a lot of choice except for the engines. Apparently, we're giving Volsky the best one just because AVO throws a fit when you give him the worst engine. Shouldn't matter too much, but I kind of would like, actually. Come on, man. Well, now you're angry at both again. Now you're both angry. That doesn't do anyone any favors. What if we do this? Can I get one of you to become unangry? No? No? Please? Yes. There you go. I think it's just all about, like, this finicky thing is just all about whether they believe at least their car is better than their teammates. Obviously, they both know their cars are trash, which you can see. The car is looking rubbish, boss. The same one for AVO. But then now they both believe actually that their cars are better, which evens out that negative trade at least. But I do want AVO to have the best engine, basically, just so he can get a little bit of a better result, hopefully. I think we've always done that, which isn't so nice for Boris, but honestly, Boris hasn't really shown that he can hold his own during a race. So, it is what it is. Someone needs to bring in the points, and at the moment, or well, not at the moment, for the last 3 seasons, it's pretty much always been AVO. Probably also means Boris is first on the chopping block, honestly. We have him till end of this season. I think next season might be a little bit too early to try and think of competing. We'll have to see how all the parts swing out, but seeing how our engine growth is going so far, I think the top 3 is pretty out of reach, even by the end of the season, but we'll have to see how it goes. We are going to make some big jumps once we get to that higher tier of components, especially the legendary ones. I don't think I have any Tondola. I do, but I think this is from another save. Is it? Let's try it, honestly. That looks about right, honestly. Let's see. Could be fun. Ooh. 6 to 8. That means we're probably gonna get 7 to 9 on both Boris and Tulipano, but honestly the mediums aren't that much better. Because there we're gonna get like 12 probably. That would still be a 2-stop, but this would be a 3-stop. Ooh. That's not great. Let's for now put on the soft. Let's see for you what. Okay, so it's gonna be 9 for you. That's a lot better at least. And 12 on the mediums. So we can't even make a. We could do like soft, medium, medium. That's still not great. Can we do soft, soft, medium? No, because it's 32, so that's 9 is 18. Plus 12 is 30. Then we would actually need to make either the mediums last 1 lap longer and one of the softs. Oh. That's just bad choices all around. This is a really awkward timing, actually. Yeah, I think next season we're just going to go for better tire wear. I like having excess fuel to play with, but it hasn't proven to be that useful. And if you can cut out an entire pit stop, it's just so much better than being able to run on orange for most of the race on your engine. I wanted to try it out, and I guess this was the season to try it out, but we're definitely not going for that next season. I think just having the extra laps available to you for your tire wear is just way better. I guess we're just gonna take the soft Swift, but not happy about it, let's just say. We should at least set up your... There you go. Alright, let's go practice. And here we are. Oh, I probably sent you out with qualifying or something. Let's just do 4 laps. Nope. You're both out with race. Perfect. Alright. Let's have a beautiful look at the grandstand and let's, as always, do our practice a little bit quick. Nice little track in Portugal. Always fun to be here. That is horrible, Tulipana. That is really horrible. Well, like this way, we'll probably have to go one more time that way. You're poor, so you're at least somewhat in the area. You are very poor, so let's take it quite far. Alright, in and out. You're actually pretty good, so that saved one was not too bad. 88%. Pretty good, I'd say. We know that we're probably gonna need to go just this way. You're great already, so don't move too much. You're good, so let's try that way. Alright. See what that does. In and out, as always. And that's a lot better on Tulipanos. Still not really what we want though. Well, 89%, not the worst. I think we're just gonna go a little bit further this way, a little bit further that way, and your speed balance is now great. Let's try the left. If it goes worse, we'll know where to get the excellent. You're now great, great, great. I'm happy enough with, so let's save it. That is car 1 in on the lap. There you go. Send you out for 12 laps. Go get us those beautiful, beautiful knowledge points. And Tulipano is going to come in one more time. Just to see. Alright. Handling went worse. We got the excellent on the other one, so... yeah, we're just going to go the other way on the handling. That was good, so I would prefer to go like one more tick, maybe. Maybe a little bit much. But with the speed balance putting it back, yeah, that's pretty good. Alright, this should be pretty much perfect. So we're gonna send them out for a while. We'll save it later, because right now it's only at 90%. Alright. And let's let it run till they're tier 3. And then we'll switch to the mediums and go for some qualifying practice as well. Let's see how they do. Can we get them in this lap? Probably gonna get Tulipano in. We'll leave Farah out for now, so he can get us to tier 3. Should be okay. Yes. Alright. We'll go to qualifying as long as possible. Put on some mediums and we'll save this setup. This is car 2 in Tondela. There you go. Alright. We'll now bring you in. So we just got the tier 3. And we'll send you out on the same rules. 3 laps. Take some mediums. And let's practice. Come race day, we'll have a look at what we're actually going to do. But for now, at least having the tier 3 on the softs is very nice for qualifying, if nothing else. We're just getting blasted past by whoever that is. Would be nice to get tier 3 on the mediums and the qualifying, but at least tier 2 should be doable. They're probably gonna come in soon. Filipano first, so we should immediately send them out again. There you go. Take another 3 laps. Just take the same tires, we don't need to be using them up. I think actually we might be able to get tier 3. That would be very nice. Immediately go out again. Because they get like these 2 minutes plus another like half a minute, let's say, while they're out. Yep, perfect. Alright, so we maxed out all our knowledge. Let's just bring our guys in. That's enough practicing. Really nice. Cool. Practice couldn't have gone better. Let's see now how we fare in the qualifying. And come race day, yeah, I'm still not sure. We're gonna have some awkward strategies for sure. And that's just the downside of having picked the fuel focus instead of the tire focus. We also picked the fuel focus because it came with some nice improvability buffs, which gave us more points while developing. Which I still stand behind, I guess. It's just, yeah, it's not that great. We're not gonna go for sweeter spot. I just want the performance. Same here. Also a shame we're not running super sauce. We could have at least taken this perk from race day, but it is what it is. And let's take our qualifying session. Doesn't look like there's any rain, so let's just immediately send our guys out. And there they go. Alright. As always, we're gonna put it to automatic. Just to have the AI do this for us. And let's see how we fare. There they go. On their hot lap, they're in a little bit of traffic, but hopefully they won't be stopped by that too much. And let's see, Volsky pulling away actually a little. He sets a new fastest lap sector. But that is immediately taken away by Hamilton over there. Which isn't the real Hamilton again. He's driving also for Ferrari, which is a little bit off. Yeah, we get first and second, but obviously that's not going to matter for long. Nope, we are far behind the pace actually. So far, not such great times. Tulipana also put up horrible time compared to Volsky actually. So let's immediately send our boys out again. And see if we can do slightly better. Especially Tulipano needs a little bit of work. There you go. And Volsky. I think you guys are on the same tire set. Sort of the same tire length. Which I think is because Volsky grew a little bit in his tire stat. So he got a little bit better. It was nice for him, but... Okay, Tulipano is at least improving. Volsky doesn't seem to be. And that puts Tulipano right ahead of Volsky actually now. So 11th and 12th. Not the worst, but let's see if we can send them out one more time. That should definitely be possible. We are going to have as much track grip as we can possibly have. So let's send them out on their final try. And there you go. See how that goes. And there they go. That is the final hot lap. That is green for Tulipano. Another green. So let's see. Hopefully some good improvements then. And Volsky somehow had a great last sector. I thought Tulipano was improving, but it's Volsky that jumped some spots. Maybe I was looking at the wrong thing. But okay, looks like we're gonna be 9th and 11th, which is, yeah, everyone is on their in-laps, so that's fine, we're done. Yeah, honestly, some pretty good results here. I expected us to be somewhere like lower mid-pack. So 9th and 11th, really good, especially considering that engine isn't as important here, and that's pretty much the only part we have improved so far. I guess there's a lot of top speed potential here on this long straight. I don't know why engine was set to only useful instead of crucial, because this is really good for the engine. Obviously there's, yeah, obviously this whole bit you're gonna need more acceleration and these low speed corners, but this entire straight here is pretty much where we're gonna excel. All right, interesting. Well, I don't mind being that far up the grid. Virtually, then we are actually in the points right now, which would be nice. We have to pick strategies now. That is the main thing. So, Povsky, you're gonna be able to do 8 on the softs. Filipano, 9. Okay, so you're actually 1 lap ahead again because of your smoothness 20. Yeah, your smoothness is 16. So I guess someone else improved and made Povsky drop down 1 bracket, which cost him a full lap. That is very awkward timing then actually for our man. I kind of feel like we're gonna need to do 2 mediums for Povsky for sure. That will be 12 times 2 is 24 plus 8 is exactly 32. So yeah, you're gonna need to do pretty much 2 mediums. Means we might just start on them as well. I know that's probably gonna cost us some spots, but that's okay. And for you, we're probably just gonna start on the soft, because you can do 2 times soft is 8, is 18, and then plus 12 is 30. So we're gonna need to be a little bit conservative with them, but that's okay. It's 24 degrees, that shouldn't really be an issue. We'll run a little aggressive at the start of the race and then drop back quickly. Means for our performance, actually, we're not going to go for soft tires on Tulipa or on Velfsky. We're going to go for medium because he's going to be most of the race on the mediums. For you, we're going to go soft race because you are going to do 2 stints on softs. And yeah, that should be all right. Gonna put our engines to the max, but not our tires, I think. Red just costs us too much, honestly. So let's just put orange. All right, Zoe Sharp, the lady we buttered up, so she could sign for us if we wanted to near the end of the season, but she's also looking to retire apparently, so we'll have to see. Lipponen, again, subpar qualifying. He's in the champions position 9th, which for Mercedes, which is Steinman, again, it's just really bad. He's underperforming massively, especially for his stats and the cost. Hamilton, Schmidt, Wigdal, then Becker and De Graaf. Flores has always been sort of our rival when we actually do well in the races. Last race, she barely managed to finish ahead of us. And then we have some other teams behind us, which are in better cars most of the time, but not always. And then we go racing. I expect Povsky to drop a lot, especially since he just got a horrible start. Do we already use team orders? I don't think we do. Ooh, someone went very wide there. That was Blasi, I think. And actually, yeah, I imagine Tulipano is going to go past you pretty quick since he's on the softs. Yeah, you are. Hopefully Povsky can keep some people behind at least. This was really the part where we do well, the long straight. Now we're going to start seeing some problems with people behind us. I think we also need to start pulling back now on our tires and probably also on our engine. I gave them 1 lap, but yeah, that's about all we can give them, to be honest. And now you're going to see some real problems. We're going to get overtaken a lot, I think. Not a bad result so far. Tulipano went up a few spots. Povsky, I think, down 1 or so. But that's okay. Obviously, Flores is starting to hunt us down a little bit. I expect most people on the mediums to stay behind us at least. Like Gonzalez, Woodford, Ribeiro, whoever else. Flores and Modi could push us. Hopefully at least not Tulipano though. And yeah, we're gonna need to be a little conservative with our tires. which the heat should make possible at least, but that Fafkin needs to get out of my way. You don't need to curse about that, buddy. He's just miles ahead of you, to be honest. Well, I say miles, a second, but in racing a second is a lot, right? So getting really pushed here by Flores, so want to be a little bit conservative. Or, well, not conservative, give you a little bit more action. We also used a lot of fuel up on that red stint, but I felt like we needed it to, especially at the start of the race, right, with everyone so close, having that little extra boost in power is just so important, whereas right now we're not really challenging anyone. We are getting challenged a little bit ourselves from behind, but that's okay. If she goes past, honestly, it's not the worst thing in the world. We have our own strategy to play, and we need to make sure we can keep it to a 2-stop for Tulipano, so I think we are going to need to just pull him back a little bit. Tulipano is in better driver form. He's got an 8.8 versus a 6.3. Bovsky is doing pretty well too, so that is very nice for our guys. Yeah, if they want to get some points this race, they're going to need to do it on merit, because strategy-wise, there's not much we can do, to be honest. Except, will you look at that? The 10% came true. I didn't even notice at the start of the race, but yeah, that is rain. And that is rain that will probably be best for inters. So it means for you, we can definitely just go neutral now, because you have a lot of time on your mediums left. For you, we need to be very, very conservative with how we play this now. These tires should last for another 6 laps, let's say, if we played conservative. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We should be able to make it to the rain then. It does look like it's going to taper off again, but I think that's... honestly, that's where you want to be on some inters. It's not a lot of rain, it's not an insane amount, but slicks are not going to cut it there, I think. So if we can make it to just about where the rain starts, we can quickly do a double stack, put both our drivers on some inters. We'll absolutely run through those, and then we'll see what we're going to do till the end of the race. Are we going to do one final set? Well, maybe. We could maybe make it last for just one final set of mediums. But we'll have to see how it goes. So we're going to definitely have to pull back insanely hard on these. I'm actually going to do blue for a little bit. I don't care if Flores goes past us. I just want to make sure we get to the rain. At the cost of everything, basically. Obviously for you it doesn't matter so much. Your mediums, actually, we might go a little bit attacking now, just because we don't need to make them last that long. You still have, like, let's say 7 laps worth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think we need 5 at most, so that's fine. I know we're getting overtaken now. Let's do a little bit of conserve then, see if we can defend. Yeah, we should be fine, because we only need like 5 more laps out of this. And we are being really conservative, so that's okay. Would be nice to keep Flores behind, but absolutely not mandatory. Everyone else ahead of us is actually quite far ahead of us, but, well, with the rain coming, and anything can happen, right? In a rainy race, maybe any of these people could still crash. We could have some mechanical failures, so a lot of things still to play for, but right now we're just kind of fighting for 9th and 10th. I think Vovsky just got overtaken. That's unfortunate, but especially since we put him on orange, but I guess it makes sense. Modi is on soft, so it's kind of strange that he was even that far behind us to begin with. Vovsky is really setting some better pace though. He is going quicker and quicker. Yeah, the rain is going to completely level off, but I still think that's enough rain to warrant some inters. Because you're going to need them for at least, like, let's say the first lap, you don't really need them. Second lap, you want them. Third, fourth, fifth, sixth. And then the 7th, you don't really need it again. So for at least 5 or 6 laps, inters are going to be better. So why not use them, right? And we can use them very aggressively, which is nice. And we'll probably go for just a final set of mediums or something. We'll be in like lap 22 or 23. Yeah, that should be perfectly fine to do some mediums. We are really trying to stretch the limit of these softs. Eventually I'm going to need to put it to yellow. But for now I'm perfectly fine doing this. We're using a lot of fuel, but I'm okay with that. I don't see this being good. Honestly, I think this is really bad timing for them. I guess they're just not gonna care about the rain. Maybe everyone thinks like this isn't enough rain. I feel like it is enough though. Maybe the AI knows better. Yeah, maybe it is not a lot of rain, but I feel like it's enough. Yeah, it's a gray scenario. Maybe if it was a little bit more rain, it would be clear cut. Right now, it's right on the border, probably, of the lower water on track bar that you see there, right? You see sort of the half-half where it's a bit ambiguous what would be better, but yeah, I don't know. I still feel like we go for inters, but none of the AI seem to think so. I guess it's right on the border of whether it would be good or not. Interesting. Alright, we're gonna need to pit regardless next lap. Which is awkward timing, but we're gonna need to pit, so we're getting overtaken by some fresh runners. That's fine. Either way, there's no choice to be made here. We're gonna need to pit with you. With you, we can actually not, if we didn't want to. Let's see, what are you doing? Hamilton even also going for mediums. So we've done 11 laps. Sorry, 10 laps, which is actually really good for the softs that we're on. That means we could actually do a 2-stop if we just go soft, if we play as conservative as we did. It's right on the edge probably of inters, which I guess is why none of the AI are choosing to do mediums. Or sorry, are choosing to do inters. I guess theoretically we could just go for another set of softs. Now we found out actually we can do 10 laps per soft, so we could pretty easily actually do a 2-stop with just softs for Tulipano. Basically everyone going on slicks makes me doubt myself whether this is enough rain to warrant inters. And we just found out that Tulipano can actually make it on soft. So let's mix it up a little. All right. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna just put Tulipano on soft. Hopefully that will go well. I think we're just gonna do balanced. I don't really care about the second. And we're gonna play it quite conservative with him. With Fohovsky, since he's already out of the points virtually, we're gonna try and do a little bit risky, and he's already on mediums, which is a better strategy because right now it's still way too dry for inters. Let's mix it up a little, just because I'm doubting myself. And the AI is kind of messing with my head. Forrest is picking inters. Alright, so that's... Well, let's see. I don't know. I guess we could have done inters, but... It's a little bit of an awkward timing, right? Because right now it's still bone dry. For another full lap, it'll still be bone dry. For the next lap after that, probably inters are going to be better, but it's really only for like 4 to 5 laps with that being the case. However, for Popovsky, he can pit the next lap right when the rain is starting. So for him, it's better timing, actually. With Tulipano, we couldn't make that. But you are seeing that... Yeah, okay, so the AI faked me out a little bit. Everyone picked just dry tires, and then you had finally, as soon as we made our choice for Tulipano, you had these guys also do it. That is interesting. I think I made a mistake with Tulipano, but that's fine. And now we learn. And we're definitely going to put Povsky now on his set of inters, which is really good timing for him, actually. I guess we just hedge our bets a little bit. I think in hindsight, this should have just been inters, but... Well, interesting, fun little dynamic anyway. The AI really faked me out there a little bit. Everyone just picked, like, more mediums. Just funny. With you, we can now really run aggressive on those tires. We'll not run too aggressive on the fuel. And let's see. Yeah, everyone is now going on the... Okay, well, fair enough. Thanks, AI. I know you want to be on inters now. Yeah, it is what it is. We made our choice. That might actually have cost us some points. I thought like we could get the best of both worlds by doing both, but... yeah, now I'm not too happy with my choice with Tulipano. I think we actually had a great strategy. I should have just been more confident, let's say, in myself. I'm just gonna put you back. Which sucks, but it's alright. We made our choice. And now we just have to deal with it. You're going through these tires like a fat guy goes through hot dogs, which means we're going a little bit too fast on them. Still sort of where we ended up, and now you're gonna see everyone on the inters is gonna go past us pretty easily. Or at least 4 laps, probably. It's not great. Yeah, you can see this train is just going right by us. I think we can go back to high engine mode, at least for a little while. Thing is, like, these guys are not going to be able to use their inters for very long. It's going to be a pretty short stint for them, but yeah, we definitely picked bad. I should have just put Tulipano on his inters. That was a bad choice. AI faked me out there. Good mind games, boys. All of these guys, I guess, just chose, like, they're so far ahead, they were like, well, we're just going to pick inters and do, like, sorry, pick mediums and go for long, but yeah, this is really bad. But at this point, we're kind of committed, right? We only want to do one more pit stop, so there isn't really a choice. Kind of messed up Tulipano's race there, so now we're more on the Volsky train, actually. See what we can do. Yeah, you're actually now even going past the Graaf. Interesting. Let's give you also some high engine mode. Didn't need to put you at green for so long, actually. Bit of a mistake. Just pretty bad. But in 2 laps, Tulipano is finally gonna sort of be better again. 14 laps remaining. Put you back to yellow. I want to get you to do at least 2 more laps, if possible. And it's going to dry up very quickly now. It means we're going to probably have to pit soon and go on the mediums for Vovsky. You're now virtually in 10th, which is nice. I think we just pit you now with 12 laps remaining. Yeah, that's perfect for the mediums. Your parts are looking alright, not great. Let's play it a bit safe. For 1 second, I just don't care enough to do the risky overtake. And there you go. You have till 10%. I want to do 1 more lap with you, at least. And then we'll try and make 11 work on the final one. That should be okay. Yeah, let's see. Alright, lots of people are now going to be on inters that aren't going to be great anymore. Do a little bit of yellow. See if we can overtake anyone. Get our spots back. Yeah, Vovsky is now actually ahead of Tulipano, so we definitely picked better with Vovsky. I guess that's the point, right, of picking some alternative strategies, but wow. Actually, we did pretty bad at conserving our tires this time around. We'll have 11 laps remaining. Kinda means we even need to go mediums, to be honest. Oh, that's annoying. I guess that's because it's not that warm anymore. Alright, well, we royally screwed up Vovsky's pit, but let's hope at least Tulipano can be... Sorry, we royally messed up Tulipano's, but let's hope Vovsky can now be our saving grace. I guess that's why you changed strategies. That was a good learning point, at least from me. Definitely should have just stuck with the strategy I had in mind. I think we could have gotten a great spot there with Tulipano. But let's see what we can do with Vovsky now. You're getting overtaken, which is not great, but we're still in the points virtually. And now we just need to try and hold off Ribeiro on our backs there. Everyone is going red engine, or sorry, red on the tires, which is a bit risky, I'd say. Gonna make your tires go down quite quick, but yeah, these guys are really hunting us down, trying to get that 1 point that we're trying to claim. Tulipano down in 17th, made a horrible error with him. That's okay. Give you a little bit of orange as well with 8 laps remaining. Should be pretty easy down with the tire level that we have. Let's just run it a little quick. Oh, someone just crashed, and that is the person in second. So that is another spot for us. No safety car. So we just keep doing what we're doing. But that is more points for us, virtually. Would be very nice. But we do have to hold on, of course. At least we get some spots back. 1 laps or so left. I think we do need to pull back eventually on the tires. Yeah, the guys behind us can't go red anymore for long either. That's the good part. We have 6 laps remaining. Should be possible on our tire level, I think. Maybe at the end we need to go a little bit green or red engine mode. Your gearbox is starting to be really dodgy. That's not great. And we also need to start conserving some fuel with you. Vovsky, I don't mind running a little bit more orange. Just because I want to really be safe from Ribeiro over there. 4 seconds is a lot. And he's on pretty much the same length of tires as us. Let's start conserving a little bit of our fuel. You can always use it a bit more if he gets closer. They don't really seem to be getting much closer, which is good. Oh yeah, they're conserving their tires now because they used up too much. So, nice. With 4 laps remaining, we should be fine with 38% for sure. Just need to make sure that our fuel is back up to snuff. Ooh, good. Now actually goes into the pits. We get out ahead of him, but yeah, he's on fresh softs. He's pretty much immediately gonna get that spot back. That's a shame. We had to like repair a part. We could have maybe kept him ahead or behind us for the 3-4 laps remaining, but yeah, that's okay. Yeah, Tulipano should have been up here, to be honest, fighting for spots, but really messed up his strategy a little bit. That's okay. If we can just get some points, I would be very happy anyway. We are now getting pushed a little bit. Let's be a little bit aggressive. We only have 2 laps remaining, so let's play around a little bit with our fuel. When we go on orange mode, we should kind of be fine. We can go till 5% on the mediums before they break. So that's okay. And we have still sort of that like 3-4 second gap. I think we should be fine. Don't want to run out of fuel though, so let's make sure that we're fine. Yeah. Right, we're definitely not pushing anyone ahead of us. Just need to hold on and make sure that we get this 9th spot. Lock it up. Make sure that Vovsky gets a few points. This would be 2 points provisionally. Let's make sure that we keep those. Should be fine. Make sure that our tire lasts. You can go a little bit of orange. Doesn't matter too much. I don't think you're fighting anyone. Alright. Well, Vovsky makes it. In the end, I really cost Tulipano a few spots. I should have just had him do the same strategy that I had in mind for Vovsky. That little bit of water was still enough to warrant inters, especially for... Yeah, it was only like 4 or 5 laps, but still, it was enough. And I should have trusted myself on that, despite all the AI not doing it. It's a shame, but they mind gamed me off my strategy. That's fine. We'll learn from that and come back stronger. In the end, we still get 2 points, which I'm happy with. That takes us up to 6 now in total, which should be good enough to beat at least our direct rivals, and our car is only going to get better. And next time around, we'll make sure that we stick to our own strategy. We got mind gamed by the AI there. Good play to you, sirs. Alright, let's see, do we get any spots from any... No, I think you're already like down here somewhere. Yeah, 2 points, not bad. Didn't get our target, but that's okay. And yeah, Vovsky gets a few points. Very nice. We are still in 7th, but now on equal footing with Catano Sport. Velan Racing actually got their first point. Good for them. Chariot Motors is in 4th. Rosato with 2 points. Obviously, we're kind of just vying for 6th at the moment. If we could try and get past Catano, that would be nice. Be sort of a mid-table team. Van Dort is looking a little out of reach with 16, but there is a lot of racing to be done this season still, and our car is only going to get better. I think we're the fastest growing team on the grid for sure. We just have the most finances to work with at the moment. just because, you know, none of the other teams are probably being as conservative as we are with our driver salaries. Not everyone will have the tier 5 sponsors and whatever else, so I think we definitely have the edge in that regard. We got 6th, so that's again a little boost to our marketability, and we earn a cool 900,000. So pretty good. Could have been a lot better. I think we could have scored maybe 2, 3, 4 more points if we let Tulipano do his thing. But well, sometimes you make a mistake, right? Anyway, I enjoyed running that race very much. I learned something again on, well, being a better strategist, and I hope you enjoyed it a lot as well. If you have any tips, let me know down in the comments. I love hearing from you guys. And for now, that will be it. See you next time. Bye.